Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite NFL news show on the internet, Fourth and Forever.
Dan, your mic's not plugged in.
Roundtable Sports. What did you say?
Your mic's not plugged in.
Oh, it's not plugged in? Okay.
Welcome to Fourth and Forever, everybody.
Best show on the internet. Best show on
there. Oh, yeah, crispy audio. Woo!
Yeah. Super crispy indeed. Guys, listen, the official NFL owners meeting has conducted. We have the fate of the Tush push, all of the playoff seedings, whether or not players can play in the Olympics, and a slight tweak to the onside kick rule. We are going to be unpacking all of those ad nauseum on today's episode. Please do us a favor, smash that like button. As always, it's the easiest way to show love and propel the show out to the YouTube algorithm so more starving football fanatics can discover us. And when you subscribe, make sure you turn on bell notifications so you never miss an opportunity to join us live. Richie, how's life, man?
Life is fantastic, man. Couldn't be better. Could not be better. We got a fresh cut. What time the Celtics start off the Eastern Conference Finals tonight? Knicks in 6. And we're excited about everything, man. Football. We got a lot of things, events planning, OTAs. I'm a big fan of OTAs, man. And just because OTAs is such a good time because you get to see your team on the practice field. You see, it's just like football feels like it's back, even though it's still so many months away. Yeah. So I'm loving it right now. You couldn't knock me off my high horse with my New York Knicks. And Justin Fields is my guy. So let's do it.
Damn. What about you, TD? What's up, man?
Pacers in 6, man. We all know it. But anyway, beautiful day. A lot of NFL news came out today. So that's always great. So we get to break it all down right here on Fourth and Forever. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. And folks, we got to tell you, and we're going to be pushing this very heavy tonight on the AFC East Roundtable, which is set to begin at 6:30. We're doing it tonight, boys, or 5:30?
6:30.
6:30. EST is going to be the AFC East Roundtable. But we are going to be discussing the status of the Buffalo Bills event, which has been selling like hotcakes. Like where we are at right now, we have over 13 tickets left. So they have been selling quite fast. Still several deposits as well that have been put down. So for those of you that put down your $100 deposit, Richie actually sent you an invoice to pay the remaining balance. And what's going to happen is that I think that we're not going to start really hounding you deposit guys until we ultimately end up selling out with regular tickets right at the end of the day. So guys, if you really want to join this, and again, you might as well, we have incredible seats right in the Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. We are having a pre-night live show at Southern Tier Brewing in downtown Buffalo Wednesday evening. And then there's also going to be news about a tailgate that's coming out. We will announce that closer to around June, July, depending, of course, when we can finalize all the specifics and the details. But yeah, listen, if you are serious about joining this event and sitting with myself, TD, Richie, Colby, Rico, and Z-Bot from Buffalo Fanatics, go on ahead and get your damn tickets immediately, man. But
it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, dude. Look at that. We're gonna be there in Buffalo, and like Dan alluded to, very limited tickets remain. We got the awesome Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. All the information is right here on your screen, and that link is in the description and will also be pinned in the chat shortly. And you guys can click buy tickets here. Literally 13 tickets left. So these are going like wildfire, very limited access because they are a hot commodity, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So were you able to get with JD the Great, by the way?
No, not yet.
So, hey, with JD, you overpaid, my friend. We're going to be sending you over an extra 100.
Yeah, JD, I don't know. Yo, JD the Great, we love you. JD the Great, we put a $100 deposit down, and then he spent the full price without the discounted price. So JD,
he paying for the table I'm jumping through.
Yeah, JD, you're gonna get some money back, my friend.
Yeah, I guess he's paying for the table or something. That like we give it over something like that. But
man,
we will fire over that refund for you because you did overpay about $100. We'll get you right, my friend. We appreciate you and we're excited to see you. right at the event.
And
But-
those who haven't signed up yet, at least get your $100 deposit in. 13 tickets left. They're going pretty fast, which is crazy. That's amazing. That just means we're going to have a great time. But for those who are like, man, I don't have the full amount right now, get your $100 deposit in so we can lock that ticket in for you. All right. So go ahead and go on, and the link is in the description. Get it done ASAP.
Oh, wait. JD says, no, I was paying for 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So JD basically bought 1, and then he has a deposit on a second.
Got it. All right, cool.
All right, that makes more
Thank you
sense.
for the clarification.
Thank you for that, because I was like, yo, JD just...
Well, we got 12 tickets left
it,
then.
but,
Then it's 12 left then.
all right, well, then there's 12 left, basically. Okay, cool. All right, so the big news today was the Tush push, right? And quite a bit of confusion was this morning. Per Diana Rossini, she ended up launching something, or so releasing a tweet saying that based off of her sources, the Tush push was likely going to be banned, right? But then we ended up hearing news where they had Jason Kelsey in there speaking on behalf of the Philadelphia Eagles, trying to tell everybody, hey, this is not a dangerous play. Don't make it work. You had one specific guy go on the podium and said, anybody that votes against this, I hope you take accountability for the increase in quarterback injuries that will happen because of this, which I thought was kind of backwards. Like,
wow.
Okay. But then they ended the meeting. All right. And then the owners ended up going into a back room by themselves privately, and they came out and they decided to keep the Tush push. Well, it was 22 teams voted to ban it. They needed 24. And ultimately, the Tush push is still here in 2025. And surprisingly enough, like, you see some teams that voted to keep it, right? And some of the teams were surprising, some of them not so much. You will notice out of all of the teams that voted in favor rate of this overall ban, were teams that either came from the Sirianni tree or some teams that have quarterbacks that fit that overall physical profile.
Like who?
Maybe some of these teams are wanting to go on ahead and utilize this in the 2025
Like who, Dan?
season, or at least it's a part of that. Surprisingly enough, I'm surprised the Dolphins were the one team that decided to vote against it. That was surprising, especially with how that play has been.
Why you say the one team?
That's not shocking. They got Tua. You expect them to use
No,
Tua?
We don't tush push.
It's shocking. No. Like, y'all voted to keep it. So y'all voted to keep it for the 2025 season, especially for a team that gets absolutely bullied by it by Buffalo twice a year. I was kind of scratching my head as into why. And then Buffalo voted to ban it, which makes it even crazier. So thoughts on this very confusing saga, and thoughts on the Tush push surviving at least one more year. TD.
Well, first off, the Dolphins voted to keep it because you know what? It's a part of football. You can't,
Damn right.
You don't like it, stop
Damn right.
At the end of the day. But we know why the Buffalo Bills elected not to have it, because they can't beat the best of the best teams. So if they just so happen to get lucky and play Philly in the Super Bowl, they know that type of play is going to be another reason why they lose. So, at the end of the day, the owners, I think they did what was right. It shows 22 owners. They needed 24 votes. They got 22. It shows you that they're edging towards banning it, and it still could be banned next year, the year after. But hey, you put it to a vote. Enough teams said no, we'll keep it, a part of the competition. And I don't care either way. It's another element of the game. You don't like it, stop it. But I will say this, Philadelphia, they got a bread and butter, because 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, hey, the chain's moving. So that's good for them. And a lot of people need to realize, if they didn't have that, I don't know if they have as much success in the regular season. People don't realize how many times they moved the first down forward. I mean, they started on their own 30 and 40 yard line sometimes. If you ban that play, they wouldn't do that as much. They would actually punt the football a lot more. So that's what's interesting about it. But hey, it's still a part of it. So like Philly said in response, push on.
Push on, man. Interesting. And also, I did not ignore or I did not look over the fact that you said that Buffalo can't beat these good teams. That's absolutely nuts. But anyway, Richie, thoughts on the Tush push surviving at least one more year?
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm a fan of the Tush push. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or should I say, the Eagles mastered it. And my favorite part about the Tush push is other teams tried to replicate it and it didn't work. So it's like, yo, come on, bro. Go out there and try to do it. And as a Jets fan with Justin Fields now and the offensive line we got beefed up, I think the Jets are going to implement the Tush push themselves. So I'm a fan of keeping it. I'm a fan of keeping it 100%. And I like all the rules. I like that the playoff schedule, the playoff seating is the same.
Oh, we're getting there.
So I'm a fan. I'm a fan. All right. And there's something else that happened that's not in this that I am excited about as well. A new award. You guys see that?
I did see that. It's the Protector of the Year.
Yeah, I think that's great because we're going to get Olu Fashanu that award this year. Woo! Now, that's great, man, because I feel like the offensive line is such a – you can argue the most important position group in the entire sport outside of quarterback, and there's no celebration of them. They can't win Offensive Player of the Year. They can't win MVP. You can't win anything if you're an offensive lineman besides being named like first team or second team. So I love this. What is it? Protector Award. So that's pretty dope. I love that little change. An offensive lineman award every year. The best O lineman in the league. They deserve to be celebrated.
And they do deserve to be celebrated indeed. But I did kind of want to discuss this playoff seating. This wasn't even voted on. This just so happened to be the Detroit Lions pulling the proposal off of the board entirely. I have to wonder, though, because based off of sentiments from what we have been hearing, it sounded like that it was actually getting quite a bit of traction. So I wonder if this is something that's going to be implemented someday for it, right? Like, I've been wishy-washy on this overall change of seeding because yes, it's annoying like when you see a team win their division with a losing record, or you see a team that wins 9 games and the 5th seed is like 12-5, but more than likely and more often than not, they're very rare occurrences when that amount of extreme is there. I wonder if it's only a matter of time, and I'm still kind of questioning why the Lions just brought it off of the table in general and didn't even leave it up to a vote. Richie, thoughts on this? Massive proponent of not changing the playoff seedings. You got your wish. Talk to us on that one.
Perfect example. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. I don't care about no Minnesota Vikings being the 5th seed. Oh, wow. We don't get a home game. Wow. Win the division. Win the last game of the season like you had a chance to. That's what made Week 18 so important. That Lions-Vikings game, Week 18, there was so much on the line, which is why it felt like a playoff game, which is why this is great that the NFL is not going that direction. Now, I know they met in the middle with, you guaranteed a home playoff game, then it gets reseeded a little bit, which is definitely meeting the middle, but I don't see a problem with this. I really don't. Like, I'm a big fan of basketball, as you guys know, and there's divisions in basketball. Nobody gives a damn about what goes on within the division of basketball. And I think that if we took that away, it would ruin the unique thing that the NFL has, which is division rivals. Now, baseball has the division rivals. They got the same type of thing. If you win the division, you get a home playoff game, and you got a wild card system, similar structure to the NFL. And I think division rivals is what fuels the sport, and which is why we started the Roundtable in the first place. So I love it. You got to keep it the way it is. And if you are a wild card team and you got a better record than the 4th seed, like, that's just the dynamic. That's the sport. That's the checks and balances. That's what makes this league so special, that it really, really heightens winning your division to get that playoff game in the first round and beyond. So I love that they kept it 100%. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right. And so what about you, TD? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I looked at it as whatever they decided, I would have been okay with. But I had like that new proposal that they had came out with, and I think the Lions end up pulling it because they knew they didn't have enough votes. From what I understand, it was close, but they didn't have enough. So maybe they'll introduce it at a later date. But for now, hey, we push on. It's that simple. And again, like Richie said, it incentivizes the division winner to really want to go after it even more for that home game. And that's really what it's about. Outside of that, it is what it is.
It is indeed what it is. And then ultimately they ended up changing the onside kick rule as well. Again, last year, as many of us know, they ended up saying that the onside kick had to be announced. It could only be done in the fourth quarter, and the team needed to be trailing. So still largely the same, but this time they ended up modifying it where you can now do an onside kick at any time during the game, but it still needs to be announced, and you still need to be trailing. Something that I don't think that really requires a lot of analysis here, but thoughts on this, TD?
I'm sorry, Dan, you're cutting in and out on me.
I said thoughts on this new rule change for the onside kick.
You said the rule change for onside kick?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know there was a rule change for the onside kick.
So
is it the 1 yard?
So it's 1 yard closer, and now rather than it exclusively only being in the fourth quarter, you could do it at any point during the game as long as you were trailing.
Do you still have to announce it?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So what's the major difference?
You could do it the whole game.
Yeah, last year you could only do it in the fourth quarter.
And a big difference, 1 yard moved forward for the kicking team. You know how every time you see an onside kick, the receiving team catches it and can get hit right away? Now it runs a better potential that 1 yard, which is 3 feet, of the ball getting there at the same time as the actual players. So it can cause a lot more success, and the league believes it will result in a lot more success on the onside kick. So I like it. I want to see what this turns out to be. Will it really be a scrum where the football's flying all over the place trying to get it? Because too many times we see it plop up in the air. If the guy catches it and gets hit right away. But that 1 yard, which is 3 feet, can make a difference. It could get there at the same time if you kick it right. So we'll see. I love it.
What do you got, Richie?
Yeah, I think that it's a small little tweak. I think that the onside kick rule last year kind of pigeonholed it into this little strict rule. So I like it. I think that they're trying to open it up a little bit for more opportunities, because sometimes you saw when this rule first, like before it was even here, we saw people do surprise onside kicks. You can't do that anymore. We saw onside kicks happen like really unique ways, and that's gone. So I think they're trying to bring it back to the old ways.
Yeah, but without the surprise. I don't like this announce thing, you know. That you got to be on your P's and Q's. Why can't you be able to sneak it in, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. I can say that as far as the owners meeting is concerned, right? It's not nearly as game-changing as it was last year, where we ended up having the new kickoff rule, where we ended up seeing a new no hip drop tackle penalty, which, by the way, I did ultimately end up looking into it. Last year, there were 0 hip drop penalties called. 30 players got fined for it after the fact, but in regulation, not a single one of them was called by itself.
Wow.
So the only thing that's still there is the kickoff, which I'm kind of hoping eventually it goes back, but I don't know. I don't know, man.
None were called on the field.
Yeah. We will see. And so I see Richie utilizing his stand-up desk, sitting back. He's relaxing.
Sitting back down. Got a long day today.
Long day,
ending in disappointment.
A long.
Yeah, you said that last time. You said that.
Yeah, it will this time, Richie. It will.
You said it round 1.
It will.
Keep saying it, TD, because you're helping me. Keep going.
Richie,
double down.
You're not beating the Pacers, bro. Stop.
Just like you said, you're not beating the Celtics.
Jason Tatum got hurt. Jason Tatum got hurt.
Folks,
Just keep saying it. Keep it going. I love it.
Just like Josh
Helping.
Allen. If Josh Allen got hurt, the Bills are done.
folks, and so I got to tell you, great day as far as the NFL is concerned. We're super excited about this Bills event too. We know that you guys are going to turn out. Again, we only have like 12 tickets left ready to go. So certainly take advantage of all of this. I think it's probably a good time for us to transition over into a Q&A segment on the show. So in order for us to easily decipher between questions and statements, and those of you that like to argue amongst each other in the chat so that we can ignore that respectfully, of course, please label them appropriately with a Q for a question or an S for a statement so we can react to it live on air. Very excited to get into those. I need to go out ahead and I need to give a giant shout out to JT, who's been a member for 3 months. Tatum got hurt when the series was 3-1. Knicks, bro.
That's a lie. That's
Look
a lie.
at
The
that.
series
That is
was
not a lie.
All right, listen, I am putting a ban on any basketball talk on this show.
But he lied, Dan. The
Not
series
because-
was 2-1.
Not because I
2
don't like
minutes left in the game,
basketball,
we're up
but
10
I'm
points.
trying to encourage. I'm trying to encourage us starting up Wake Up and Ball again, right? Because I don't know what happened with that show.
Richie.
Like
He
that
doesn't watch
ultimately was it.
basketball, bro. He's not gonna be able to keep up with the.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that we're gonna have to we're gonna have to institute a ban, of course, outside of. I'm so happy about the Knicks. I'm so happy about the Celtics until we bring Wake Up and Ball. Dan, you know why I'm here. Yes, you
I'm
do.
happy about the Celtics too.
Yes, you are. There you go, brother.
Overrated bums.
Oh, man. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and get into the questions, starting off from Zach. Guys, again, please go after Zach with how you ultimately end up structuring your submissions. Question: is the Bills screwed being on Hard Knocks in 2025 this season? Yeah. So you did ultimately end up seeing it. So the Buffalo Bills are officially on Hard Knocks. Why are they on Hard Knocks? Because this is the first year where they are allowing a team that was in the playoffs the year before with their new overall, so the implications. Now, you know me, like I love putting on the tinfoil hat and diving into conspiracy theories, right? I love it. And typically when you look at Hard Knocks, you're like, oh my God, a team that's ever been featured on Hard Knocks has never won a Super Bowl. But typically what I like to point out is that there have only ever been, hear me out, 6 teams in NFL history that have won a Super Bowl where the year before they missed the playoffs entirely, right? Now that the Bills are a part of Hard Knocks with these new rules, absolutely not. With our schedule, I mean, we're going to go 10-0 from the very beginning, and we're going to be sitting pretty first seed ready to go. And this is going to be the first taste of what a championship organization looks like at the beginning of the 2025 season. And stop laughing, TD, because you know it's true. Like, you've seen our damn schedule. It's a cakewalk, bro.
Dan, you worse than me.
Whenever TD laughs, you have to laugh at him because he's always wrong. I mean, this is what I'm noticing about him.
Listen, like, I've never seen somebody so confident rating their takes with a history of being so wrong.
You're wrong about the Bills last year. So was I.
I envy it. I envy it, actually. I really do.
Yeah, how many games did I say the Jets was going to win last year?
6 wins, Richie.
How many did they win?
6 games.
All right. Didn't I tell you the Buffalo Bills wouldn't win in a Super Bowl last year?
Well, that's the easiest take on.
Did they win? Oh, yeah, it is easy.
Exactly, because you have a 31 out of 32
Buffalo.
chance of getting it correct. Like, that's not some brave take.
But I'm always wrong, huh? I'm always. But you're sitting here you're sitting here on the screen saying that y'all about to win the Super Bowl.
It's so easy because the odds are in your favor. Like each and every single time when it comes into.
But you're on here saying y'all about to win a Super Bowl, Dan.
Oh, we are this year.
So
yeah, we are.
You can't disqualify my prediction that you won't as an easy take when you're saying you will.
Well, last year, I would like to point out, because you did like to move the goalposts, you said that we were going to win 8 games last year.
No.
But then you're like, oh, I just said you weren't winning the Super Bowl. Give me a break.
Dan, if Tua didn't
give me a break here.
Y'all wouldn't even won a division.
Oh, my God. I can't take the Tua getting hurt, man.
It's the Tua stuff here.
But to back up Dan's statements, you Google Super Bowl favorites next year. Obviously, the 2 top favorites are the Eagles and Chiefs, who were there last year. And then you go into other top contenders. The Buffalo Bills are the first ones mentioned.
Aren't they always? Aren't
Yeah,
they
but
all?
what I'm trying to say, my point
Yes,
is,
we are.
you can't laugh at Dan for saying that they can accomplish the Super Bowl.
It's
Yes,
not an
I
outlandish
can.
take, right?
It's like you're making
Yes,
it
I
seem like
can.
Not
I'm
like I'm
saying
like
you're
some
making it seem
Cardinals
like
fan.
I'm saying the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl this year, which I'm not.
Yeah.
That's an
It
outlandish take.
is.
Yeah.
It is
So-
outlandish. Buffalo
so-
don't have what it takes to win a Super Bowl.
So my take here is that so I never get frustrated when somebody disagrees with me, but when somebody has the audacity to come up and say that I'm completely unreasonable for saying that,
Unreasonable.
like when the
Buffalo.
team ultimately ended up getting better than they did last year,
and
they're
then
coming
do
off
nothing.
of, and so they're coming off of the most efficient offensive scheme in franchise history, most points scored in the NFL. I don't know, man. Listen, don't believe me, just watch. It's storybook, bro. Listen, we have Hard Knocks. We have a Hallmark movie coming out. The final year in Highmark Stadium, an event from the AFC's Roundtable. When the Bills win the Super Bowl, just know that it's going to be because TD stepped foot into Highmark Stadium. It's going to be because of that.
Gosh.
And also, like,
That's going to
Dan,
be the final blessing.
and what I'm saying is you have every right to believe they're going to win the Super Bowl and everything. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not laughing
for
at
sure.
that, but you're not going to win the Super Bowl. Like, I just want to make sure that's clear. But you thinking you're going to, there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, it's happening, bro. It's happening. Dude,
Listen,
this year it's happening, and it's all capped off with TD
here's the
stepping
truth.
foot into Highmark Stadium.
Nope. Here's the truth, man. Listen,
It's what's happening.
Bills fans, I'm not even talking to y'all because y'all gonna hate on me anyway. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong. Oh, you're just a hater. The Buffalo Bills, the only reason they even look like one of the better teams in the league is because the AFC East has been bad for the last 6 years. We give them about 4 out of 6 easy wins every year.
That's about to change, baby.
That's why. If they just went 3-3 in a division like they should, nobody would be talking about the Buffalo Bills being a top 5 team. Nobody. So this year, the New England Patriots gonna get a win on them. The Dolphins gonna sweep them, and the Jets might even get one in. Like, come on.
Dolphins are not sweeping no freaking Bills.
4 L's in the division.
Dolphins are not like you saying Dolphins sweeping the Bills takes everything out of it.
All right, we split. All right, we split. I'll be generous. We split. They 3-3. They 3 like do y'all realize they keep going like 5-1 in the division? Take away 2 of them wins. Who are they?
Look,
a wild card.
Are you just hanging on that one game where the Dolphins beat the Bills? Like what was that? 5 years ago?
It was like 3 years ago. So like
3 years.
Deal, right?
Hey,
like one thing that I find to be a lazy take is when somebody just has an image of what a team used to be, right? Like someone hangs on to like what a specific team was like in 2021. It was just like, oh yeah, like you can't beat that team. And so remember 6 years ago, like that team doesn't exist. However, like when I'm going out and I'm comparing matchups, I don't just say that the Buffalo Bills are going to beat the Dolphins because they are the Miami Dolphins and because that we own them. No, it's not the case at all. It's because each and every single season I compare their rosters, I compare the strengths and weaknesses that Buffalo can expose. That's why I always say that Buffalo is going to sweep the Miami Dolphins. This year, I find it interesting that you are looking at probably one of the largest seasons of turnover on your roster in recent memory.
So,
and the improvements that Buffalo ended up making.
Y'all
and you
got
think
better.
that we even have any
Y'all did last year and got better, according to you, and which is true. You got better after getting rid of all your veterans.
No. Like, it is an anomaly, right? Like, quality organizations are able to put up with that. But it's
also a season by season league, man. It's very unpredictable who's going to improve, who's going to.
I can't wait to go to Buffalo and watch your face in them stands. I can't wait.
Oh man, folks, buy your tickets so you can see TD sad right in the Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. Bill 716 TD, and did you wish the Dolphins' father Josh Allen happy birthday? It is Josh Allen's birthday
today.
Today, yeah.
He's an absent father.
He's 29 years old.
He's an absent father.
So Smitty says statement: the people need wake up and ball. And you're right.
It's coming back.
And you know why? Because T laughed in my face too when I said the Knicks are championship contenders. Move on. Just saying. Told you so.
They're not contenders.
So to be honest,
if they're in the Final Four, they are absolutely championship contenders.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
See, that's when you're proving that you're just
the East
a blind
got riddled
hater.
with injuries, man. Stop.
That's when you know you're a hater. You can't admit they're championship contenders.
Lillard,
in the freaking finals.
I mean, come on, man.
All right,
no basketball talk.
But
So
that's
be
why,
completely
Dan,
honest
I
with
think
you.
that's why, Dan, Wake Up a Ball kind of stopped because I couldn't take talking basketball with TD because he has this weird, like he
Rich,
doesn't,
Rich,
like,
So
I don't respect his basketball mind. I
Rich, are
respect his
you in it?
football
Are
mind.
you in a championship?
I respect your
Are the Knicks
football
winning the
mind. I really
championship?
do. But your basketball mind, it was like another world where I
Rich,
don't think I can handle that in the
Rich,
morning, Dan.
why? Because you want to argue with
Yeah.
me about why LeBron is better than Jordan. You'll lose that every time. Stop, Rich.
like that's
Like, I don't
So
think
I
I
feel
don't
like
think I
that's
can handle it.
yeah, but like
I
here's
need
the
someone
deal,
that knows
right?
ball on that show with me.
So say that it was up to me and it's not my show, it's not my baby, but say that I had my own 2 cents, I would find a basketball content creator to run that with you, Richie, and just discuss basketball on that
He
show.
don't know basketball, Dan. He trying to cap like he the one that know. He don't know. I need somebody that know basketball. Okay?
TD, you just said the Knicks are not championship contenders
Dan,
when they're literally in the Eastern
Dan,
Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Dan, him
Yeah.
arguing LeBron better than Jordan is like arguing Tua better than Brady every morning. I had to deal with that mess.
Oh man.
I had to deal with that mess. LeBron better than. Did you see what just happened to LeBron? Oh, never mind.
Hey, chat. All right. Brandon Day, Hard Knocks in a Super Bowl in the last season in the old stadium. Sign me up, and the universe is lining up for us. Man, no, dude, that and a Hallmark Christmas movie? Come on, dude.
I also think us doing the event in Buffalo for the farewell tour. And then, of course, we're going to try to go to Buffalo for the first season in the new stadium, of course.
Nostalgia.
And I'm hoping, Dan, that the Bills are going to be a little bit more accommodating with group tickets in their new stadium. But,
Dude, it's pulling teeth over there, bro. It's pulling teeth.
well, we don't know yet what the new stadium is going to be like.
And so I had to sing and dance for that package, baby.
I know,
That's what
man.
it was.
I'm very fortunate that we got it. I'm very fortunate that we got what we got.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I already know.
A lot of effort went into just us like finding a place where we could all sit together.
I know.
Exactly.
And the cool thing, the best part about our seats in this event in Buffalo, in my opinion, is that it's weather controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look at like the pictures of the actual spot, right? I mean, I've been to Highmark Stadium multiple times. The fact that we're gonna have glass in front of us, and look at those club seats. We're gonna have literally a section, and we have the first row, right? We have rows 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think, stacked on top of each other. So our group is just gonna be stacked on top of each other in this thing, and it's just gonna be a bunch of AFC East Roundtable lunatics, Bills Dolphins fans. I mean, there's not gonna be any Jets. It's gonna be nuts, man. Like week 3, Thursday night football, and like at the Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. I've been to Highmark Stadium, and those seats are good, but like in the stadium. But this looks different, man. This is premium. I'm really fired up about this,
Yeah,
man.
you
I
make
really,
sure
really
you
am.
right next to me.
Yeah, we're gonna organize the seat structure to get. I'm gonna make the seating arrangements perfect. So TD is sandwiched between Dan and another Bills fan, and oh
So me
my
and
god,
Z-Bot. Oh yeah, so me and Z-Bot. Or him and Rico, actually. Him and Rico, I think. would be
Rico.
No, I need you. I need you right there, Dan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, me and Rico like sandwiched in between TD, I think would be good.
Yeah, we might beat y'all 40-3.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
oh boys.
I'm
we gotta
excited.
play.
I just want to go experience the stadium. I've never been to Buffalo. I've never been to the stadium.
It's kind of
and
a
I get
shithole,
to
be
see
honest
it.
with you.
Yeah, but regardless, it's something for me.
So
like
next year's gonna be tight, but yeah.
it's just good for me to say, hey, I've been to the old stadium and the new stadium eventually. I just want to do this. This is amazing.
Yeah. Some Bills fans might be mad, like so that I said that, but come on. Like rip your rose-colored glasses off. Like that place is a shithole, dude. I think one of the only worst stadiums, like right outside of Highmark, and I love it. It's my shithole. Okay, I love it.
Well, people in the chat saying the stadium is bad, the atmosphere is A+. I only care about the
stadium's
atmosphere.
bad. Love the atmosphere.
I
Yes.
only care about the atmosphere. That's why I love MetLife. I got to be honest with y'all. I love how MetLife get up and at it during games.
Well, and the sad thing about
actually
what you're
enjoy
saying, TD, the sad thing about MetLife, that's during prime time. And there's no primetime games at MetLife this year, which breaks my heart because that is the only time MetLife is popping, honestly, during primetime games. I know what you're saying,
I
bro.
like going to MetLife. I love that experience.
And also, stay tuned, folks. We're doing an event in Buffalo, and we're thinking about potentially, nothing is set in stone, about doing a Jets-Dolphins event at MetLife later in the year in December. Just throwing
7th.
out there some feelers, just a feeler. if you're thinking of coming up to New York or you're a Jets fan, you want to go to a game in December, Jets-Dolphins, December 7th is something we are considering.
Right before the crazy snow. Still cool, but right before the craziness.
Right before
I think.
the craziness.
And wait, Robert Kane says, so you guys are not talking about the offensive line award. I mentioned that earlier, man. I'm fired up about this award.
Yeah,
because that's the one position group that is forgotten. They get no recognition. They can't win an MVP.
Yeah.
They can't win Offensive Player of the Year. But now they have their own award.
The unit or a player?
Player specifically. You think that like it's
For each one or?
All right.
No,
all right. Here's
like,
a hot take
like
on that
MVP,
award.
best offensive line in the league. Best gets the award.
So here's a hot take on that award. Like the MVP is a glorified, it's a QB award. I have a feeling that this protector of the year is almost always going to go to a left tackle.
I mean, there's some premier right tackles. Penei Sewell, I can see win it.
So it depends on
He's
whether
a
or
right
not
tackle.
that like you have like a lefty QB or something along those lines.
Yeah, but Penei
I think
Sewell
he's going to
from
be heavily
Detroit,
favored toward the blind
he's
side
like
blocker.
known as one of the top tier tackles at right tackle.
Yeah.
You know? Armand Membu is going to be a dog at right tackle. You know what I mean?
But is this going to be voted on by the players?
Yeah. Yeah. Same
No,
exact award
it's
ceremony as the MVP.
Yeah, it's just the same thing as Offensive Player of the Year, defense. I don't think it's voted by the players.
AP.
Yeah, it's AP. It's like
man. We're gonna have
same
to go
people
ahead
that vote
and
for
make
MVP.
Interesting.
So our early bets on who it's gonna be.
Olu Fashanu, baby. Woo!
I mean, maybe it's Joe Alt Delete, man. And who knows?
He's a right tackle.
He is a right tackle.
I can't even name nobody.
Dude, it's tough, man. Like saying
Dolphins don't even have a potential on their O-line, man.
Yeah, we do. Our
Dude.
whole line is a
Patrick
potential.
Paul.
Dude,
You never know. You
It's
never
like
know.
random because like say I'm doing one of those filters on TikTok where like you need to draft like a 20-0 team and like you need to like have a team and then like fill a position. Like 9 times out of 10, like you get like kids being like, oh my God, how in the hell do you not know the right guard for the Seattle Seahawks? I'm like, fool, name the right guard for the damn Arizona Cardinals. You can't. Unless you are all right. Unless it's your favorite team, I guarantee you that you could not list every single offensive lineman on each and every single team starting squad. I promise you.
Michael Trillo is the right.
I bet you
guard
there's
for the
some people
Cardinals.
in this world that can. There's
Yeah.
NFL nerds.
Yeah, Dan,
Yeah.
you owe me on that one. Michael Trillo is the right guard for the Arizona Cardinals.
That's a made up name.
Yes, it
It
is.
definitely is.
Totally made up name.
Yeah, I was about to say. Hey, listen, say for example, you didn't call yourself out. I probably would have believed you. I'd be like, oh shit.
Man, you don't know TD by now.
Richie Pace is in 6. Know that.
Yeah, just like Celtics in 4. Give me a break.
Keep
The
it
Bears
happy.
TV asks, where is the link for the tickets? It is right now in the chat. It's right here, my friend. Here are the link for the tickets. They're also in the description. If you're interested to go check it out, that's where you guys can see all the event details. Also, you scroll down and click the button that says buy tickets here, and then you will get access to the website for all the details that you need. All right, so here's what the website looks like. If you did not check it out, that's the link to the site. You go here, you see a picture of us, you click buy tickets here, and here is where you buy them. You can pick how many tickets you'd like, 2, 3, 4, however many you'd like. Hit continue, and then you fill this out. And say you're doing, 3 tickets, for example, guys. You don't have to put everybody's individual emails. You can just do copy and paste one email for it all. So don't even worry about that. So yeah, that's how you can buy your tickets right here on that website.
Get in on the action, baby. All right, folks, that's going to have to do it for another edition of your favorite midday NFL show on the internet, Fourth and Forever, brought to you by Roundtable Sports. Richie, what would you like to say to the audience before we send them off on their merry way?
Yeah, man, we got the AFC's Roundtable later tonight, which we're excited about. As always, I'm about to be live on Knicks Media right after this with my boy Jake Asman talking Knicks, because the Knicks are 4 wins away from the NBA Finals, man. And, I am just absolutely giddy, man. Just absolutely giddy. Because, if the Knicks make the Finals and take on the Thunder, all I'm going to hear from TD is Thunder and 4, bro. You're not winning no championship. It's like all he does is move the goalpost, bro. All he does is move the goalpost. So I'm excited about it. I'm living in the moment. I'm enjoying every second of this Knick run. I'll be live for the game tonight if you guys want to come through and support your boy on my live watch party. So we'll see you guys then.
What you got, TD?
I got Pacers in 6.
Shocker.
But like I said, great show today. Interesting stuff. But hey, rules are changing. The league's getting better. It's going to be an exciting season. I can't wait. But we're going to get y'all through the off season as usual. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Fourth and Forever is here.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Fourth and Forever is out. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Peace.